I'm sure that LeBron does run some of the plays out on the floor. I don't think he's ignoring every. That would be a problem. If every play that Luke sent in and LeBron ignored it, that would be a problem. I believe that Magic Johnson had latitude, that every play that Pat Riley sent in, Magic Johnson didn't run. I don't believe every play that Chuck Daly, the great coach of rest his soul for Detroit, Isaiah ran. Skip, you know great players, John Stockton and Jerry Sloan. I don't believe he ran every single play. And so for me, do I think LeBron deserves to have some latitude to run plays that he thinks is going to be successful? Sure. It would be a problem if every play Luke sent in, LeBron ignores. Because I don't believe LeBron is deliberately doing that. I don't believe LeBron is trying to get Luke Walton fired. But at the end of the day, I do believe that LeBron knows he's as good a student of the game as there is, and he deserves to have some latitude. But even if he were to, let's say, 10, 15% of the time he ignores Luke, it's not like he's calling his own number to get his own shot. We know sometimes, Skip, we've criticized LeBron for being unselfish to a fault.
Yep.
And we think, LeBron, you're LeBron James. Take the shot. Don't defer to someone else that are lesser tier. And even if you feel they're comparable, you're LeBron James, still take the shot. So, Skip, for me, do I think LeBron goes it alone sometimes? Sure. But I believe that Tom Brady does not run every play that Josh McDaniel sends in.
No.
Or Drew Brees run every single play that Sean Payton, because we see.
No, I'm not saying Brady would ignore the play call, but he might check out of it.
Right, right. Because, Skip, in college, you see the quarterback, he's always looking to the side.
How they do it.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
But the NFL, sometimes you see them, okay, need a play, and then it's like, never mind, I just run the play. The quarterback and the coordinator, the head coach, Skip, they have a situation, especially in football, that we've gone over the game plan. We know what we want to run in certain situations. And so if the play is not coming in, I'm going to go with a play that we've discussed all week long, and I'm going to go with that play. Or I feel that there have been times that John has called a play. Mike might have wanted to run Mike Shanahan, the head coach of Denver, or Cool might have sent a play in, and John was like, nah, let's do this. I like this play better.
But John had earned that right.
Yes. You don't think LeBron has?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, then. I don't really. But I'm tired of these anonymous. I'm tired of y'all trying. See, what they're trying to do is call dissension. They're trying to cause conflict because they see what LeBron has got this thing brewing. Because if you look at Houston, they getting the doors blown off them on a consistent basis. Utah, all the teams that we thought were going to be way up there going to only lose like two games.
Wait a second. Utah just got fourth Corver, so now you're in trouble. Right?
We're going to get him by the trade deadline.
Are you?
Yeah,
you're going to retrade?
Yep.
You're going to get him again?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll get him.
I think Utah got him, and he was there for 4 years before. I think he's going to be happy there.
He ain't happy.
Yeah.
He like playing with LeBron.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't disagree with that. Okay, my take on this. First of all, I'm going to say what I've said 1,000 times on live television. LeBron James was born to play the point. He, as a little kid, what he did best was see it and feel it and execute it before anybody on defense could figure out what he was doing.
Right.
He has the highest basketball IQ I have ever witnessed. I know Magic's is in the ballpark. It's somewhere. It's hard to quantify that. But I'm going to give LeBron even a slight edge over Magic. The point is, the Lakers started to percolate and take off once LeBron said, you know what, I'm going to play on the ball. And it was in part caused with the loss of Rajon Rondo.
Correct.
But in larger part, I think LeBron, remember the cracked quote, I almost cracked?
Right.
Well, when he gets to that point, what's the default there? I need the ball.
Right.
Just give me the ball because I know how to do it.
Correct.
Well, he does. He knows how to do it at the highest level, better than anybody playing the game right now.
Right.
He's still the best point guard in basketball. Seriously.
Right.
I'm not trying to, that's not sarcastic. I'm giving, that's what he is. That's who he was born to be. So the hypothetical here is that the anonymous scouts, these are advanced scouts just scouting the Lakers for other teams that are about to play them. They're seeing LeBron dribble the ball up the floor as the point guard, and Luke's over there calling out a play, and LeBron is ignoring that play because there are two kinds of play calls in basketball. There's that kind that's called as you're dribbling the ball up the floor, and then there's the timeout play, the play you're going to run out of a timeout. I don't think LeBron would ignore that call. Unless, of course, it was David Blatt who called the play for Kyrie, and LeBron said, no, I want to shoot the ball, right?
Yeah, we were trying to get him up out of there.
Yeah, well, that got him up out of there. That was definitely the beginning of that end.
He was sabotaging.
Maybe he was. But in this case, LeBron, if you call a play out of a timeout, LeBron's going to go along with that.
Right.
But I think 100% of the time, he's not going to look over to Luke about this, doing whatever the hand signal play is.
And shouldn't Skip, they have already gone over this in meetings? Shouldn't they already know LeBron know to a certain degree?
Some idea.
Yeah.
But again, look, seriously, LeBron has twice the basketball mind that Luke Walton has. Twice. And that's no disrespect to Luke. It's just LeBron James we're talking about.
Yeah.
And Luke was a decent NBA player, and he won championships for good teams. Yeah. We get that. And his father was a great NBA, all-time great. But still, this is LeBron James. So the story, the Brian Windhorst story, also pointed out that after a while, Luke quit even trying to signal in plays when LeBron's dribbling the ball at the floor because, come on, let him do it. Right. And again, he's not always going to call his own number. He's just going to get everybody in the right place.
He's going to call what he believes is the right play for in that situation. And plus, Skip, while he's calling the plays for Luke, at the end of the day, most of these guys, with the exception of Rondo, that possessed the ball, hadn't really won. They're young. Kyle Kuzma is young. Brandon Ingram is young. Josh Hart is young. So all the guys that can initiate the offense are young. So Lonzo, very young.
And all the rest of them they qualify as cast-offs. Yes. They've been discarded a bunch of times by various teams.
I mean, but look how LeBron has made JaVale. Even JaVale McGee at his absolute best has never looked like he's looked this year.
Agreed.
He looks like a viable big man in this league.
Right.
That's directly attributed.
Right.
Yeah, he's playing more minutes. But look who LeBron goes out of his way to make sure gives him feeds early. He'll dump it down to him in the post. You're like, why are you dumping the ball down to JaVale McGee? He's supposed to get balls off the rim. He's supposed to run the floor. You don't run plays for him, but LeBron will dump it down to him, and he'll throw
Agreed. LeBron has made Kyle Kuzma better.
Yes.
He's made Josh Hart better.
Yes.
He's made KCP better. Lonzo, I'm not sure.
Right.
Lonzo has had to defer and said, okay, I got to play off guard.
Right.
So his assists have fallen about 3 a game, and they're going to keep plummeting as long as this. But again, he'll just sort of go along with LeBron and kind of vibe off him and say, and all of a sudden, Lonzo's having to play the 2 guard.
And sometimes Lonzo, but he's also made Lonzo a little bit more aggressive. We've seen Lonzo more aggressive this year.
He will actually attack the basket.
Yes.
And he'll go ahead and pull up and shoot it with some conviction from 3. And he's shooting it better from outside, in large part because LeBron made him feel better about it.
Yeah,
LeBron, well, I'm going back about 3 games ago, but LeBron said he doesn't realize how great, went to great, how great he is.
He can, when he's aggressive. Yeah, he got a charge. Oh, well, so what?
Okay.
Yeah, he shot a couple of balls. So what? Shoot it.
Okay.
Drive it.
All right.
And that's what LeBron does. He gives you confidence. Skip, there's nothing like what a great player gives you confidence. I remember the first time, I thought I could play in the league, Skip. I really did thought I could play. I was like, man, hey, I put up these numbers, and everybody's, well, you played against Savannah State.
I know, but what you had going for you was your brother was a star.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't until John Elway, one practice in training camp, my rookie year, pulled me aside. He said, call me T. He said, T, you could be special. I remember going, and that was my nickname. That's what he called me. It's a long story, Skip.
That must be a really long story.
It's a really long story.
Shannon Sharpe is
T. But I remember going and calling my brother, and I said, John Elway told me I can be special. He says that means something.
Oh,
because obviously he sees something.
What did your big brother tell you?
He said, keep working.
Well, did he say you could be special?
Oh, yeah, he already knew it.
Or was he threatened?
No. I was never going to be that special because I was going to get the opportunity that he was getting. And so when LeBron tells Lonzo, you can be great.
It's huge.
I mean, that's
it. These kids are just, they're like.
Thank you. Can you imagine Michael Jordan telling one of his teammates, dude, you can be special? Now, I don't believe Michael would have ever told anybody that.
He didn't have many young teammates. They went old. They were
always old.
Veteran. Yeah.
And, maybe that's what LeBron, like, Michael never had any, young teammates.
Not like
Magic had a young teammate, but I still don't know how Magic Johnson wins the NBA title, and then they get James Worthy. How you do that, Skip? Can you imagine the Warriors winning the NBA title and then getting the first pick in the draft?
I don't know. Ask Dr. Buss. Late, great Dr. Buss. They figured it out.
They pulled it off. Well, he got him in 80. Yeah, they did win the title in 82. Yeah, they won the title in 82, and they got James Worthy. But
They won it because this freshman kid hit the shot of shots.
Big game James Worthy had 29 points. He was
Michael
also
Jordan.
player of the year. He was Naismith.
Michael Jordan hit the game winner as a true freshman.
He had 14 points. But what about Big Game James?
Yeah, what about Michael Jordan? You saw it coming. Greatest player ever. Right there. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing up the game.
He hit that shot as a true freshman. But nobody saw what we see, what he came to be. Nobody saw that.
No.
No, nobody.
The only man who could stop Michael Jordan was Dean Smith, the coach, right?
Yeah, he did. But
Okay.
he coached him.
Yeah.
And he bought in. Not a whole lot of people. I mean, it takes a special talent to coach that.